let's do some Monday entertainment here on the show. And Becky is standing by. Pretty Becky back home.
Hello.
Hi, Becky.
Great. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm feeling my hair this morning.
Yeah.
You're feeling your hair.
Feel your body.
It's like.
But wait for Roland to say your hair looks good or something.
I know,
Nobody has said anything. You're feeling your hair.
At me
It
since.
doesn't look nice anyway. But you take it away.
Really?
Your hair looks beautiful.
Thank you, Roland. Now it's a start of another beautiful week, and well, I'm back to give you the very latest in the world of entertainment. This morning, let's talk about all the shows that you've missed over the weekend. First is the launch of the 2017 edition of the Ghana Music Week, which happened at the Alliance Francaise Friday. We spoke to the president of the Musicians Union of Ghana, Bice Osei, and well, he tells us what's different this year.
Anytime we talk about musicians, I like to explain a bit further. I mean, musicians are part of the music industry, which is a very, very broad industry that has different players. You know, they have singers, performers, actors, and so on and so forth. Again, for a music week, we are not looking at just A-list artists. We are looking at the whole industry as a whole. And so if you watch our typical drawing line today, we have some underground artists, we have some younger musicians like Kontakra, then we have the giants like Gasmila, the giants like Ben Bracco, the Laboratory, who is a traditional world music artist. And so we try as much as possible to bring the entire music industry to the forefront and not just level or limited to only the popular acts who are making the buzz or running the charts in the country. And so that's how it is. So again, it's quite relevant to a lot of these artists like that I've mentioned, because they understand what the kind of relationship and the kind of projection they get from the music week. Some musicians have participated, had the opportunity to participate on some of our international music launches. I mean, the likes of EL, the likes of Joey B, the likes of Stoneboy, and a few others, you know. But then also you can also talk about the likes of the Laboratory, the likes of Kontakra, who have in another smaller way benefited from some of our international projection for Ghana.
Away from the Ghana Music Week, Catherine Afeku, Minister Designate for the Creative Arts Industry, has finally opened up on her infamous alleged fraud case leveled against her. Speaking in an exclusive interview with Joy News, Catherine Afeku debunked all the rumors and assured industry players that the said case will not in any way affect her position.
Do you think this court case will in any way be a hindrance to you becoming the Honorable Minister?
Not at all, not at all. What is important is there are so many civil cases on the dockets in Ghana, and having a civil case is totally different from having a criminal case. I have been cleared by Article 94 in 2006 to be a member of Parliament. I have been cleared again in 2015 to be a member of Parliament again. And it's
Why
really
is it been a big issue now?
It is not. What it is in politics, you always have to look at having friends and having enemies. It's just a game that some people will play to see how formidable you are. Can you withstand the heat? You have to remember there are 25+ million people in Ghana, and the president can only take less than 40 people to be public servants at that higher level. So if you are not strong enough, you will waver and fall down, and then you lose out. So I have nothing to hide. It's a matter of public records. It's a civil matter. And I'm actually the one who has won an appeal. So, I mean, Joy should be the mouthpiece of a woman on fire. I'm a woman on fire.
That'll be all for the morning. Mama V and Roland, take it over.
I'm a woman on fire, baby. I'm waiting for Madam Afeku to appear before the vetting committee. I'm really, really interested in knowing, yeah. But thank you so much.
I think she'll be
ladies.
cleared anyway, so.
Yeah. We were told, based on some documents, that, you know, Manasseh always, it's like he's the mill guy. He got some document that said the president was investigating because he wanted to be on top of the issue. So
And the president will clear her.
yeah, we wait to see. Okay, thank you very much, Rebecca Dako. Now let's cross over. We're taking a plane right now to New York City, baby. And Annie Osabute is joining us via Skype. Good morning, Annie. It's not quite a morning there yet, but we hope that you're well, Annie. Mr. Osabute. Okay. Okay, we're not sure. We're not quite getting through to Annie yet, but we're hoping to establish a connection with Annie Osabute via Skype. We want to quickly talk to him about this Trump card that he's showing right now. It's more like Roland, the series, the thing that he was doing, You're Fired. That thing was that Apprentice. This an apprentice on a large scale. Good morning, Annie. If you can hear me, I hope you're well. We don't seem to be getting Annie Osabute on the line. But in the absence of that, we sure can do this tomorrow. We'd like to say thank you.
Yes, we also want to say that for all those who have been watching us since morning, thank you as well.
Yeah. Okay, so from Monrovia to Sierra Leone. Okay, so we have Annie on phone now just before we say goodbye. Hello, Annie.
Hi, good morning, Mom.
Charlie, you're New York, before Omohaye. What are they doing on the Skype?
Yeah. Now, me phone China branded into only channel.
But Annie, I hope that you're well.
Yeah, I'm good. By grace of God, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So this whole Trump directive, can you explain that to us in I say in a Ghanaian context? Let's help us to understand how this is affecting Ghanaians living in the U.S.
Okay, so let's just briefly scratch the base of it. So prior to the election, there's no doubt that Americans agree that the issue of terror is not even America, but around the world, that the issue of terror should be confronted headlong, and whoever is able to put in measures to address that will be a good thing. I mean, all over, like I said, all over the world, they have all these counter-terrorism groups or within the secret service that map of strategies to contain some of these guys. However, when Trump announced that he was going to contest the elections, one of the things he did say was the fact that, addressing the issue of terror would be one of his key priorities. You remember I talked about, the banning of Muslims because he thinks that, and also preventing refugees from coming into the United States because some of them disguise themselves as refugees and they come and they carry out the terrorist activities like terror attacks. We had a similar one, for example, where it was alleged that a deported refugee crossed from Syria into France, and then he aided some of these terror leaders to carry out the actions. And therefore, he felt that if you are able to sort of put a hold to stop them from coming to the country, that will happen. And why it was a case, San Bernardino, for example, in California, witnessed a gruesome attack where, an American whose parents are from, the Arab world, committed, killed people at a gay nightclub. And then prior to that, we have one in New Jersey, and then there was also one here in New York, which the explosives didn't go off. So all these things, it feels like it is about time that the United States started taking countermeasures. And he actually been blaming Barack Obama at the time of allowing all these Muslims to come into the country and carry out the act. So it feels that the best way to address the situation is first stop them from coming to the country. And once you are able to stop them from coming to the country, then you can hold a grip and go through this whole cleansing the system so that you know who is a refugee and who is not.
But Annie, this has nothing to do with us Ghanaians, does it?
Well, I think it's across board, because the point is that what essentially is happening right now is across board, because now the suspicion is that even you could be a Ghanaian if you fly through from any of these countries, Syria or Somalia or Sudan, you will be profiled in that sense, or you be detained at the airport. But the bigger picture is that people believe, for example, that it's going to give nationalist elements in the United States a lot of energy, to go after Muslims, because it is like.
Okay, all right. Okay, so we seem to have lost Andy, but our time is also up. We can have a lengthy conversation with him tomorrow, God willing, here on the show. Roland, that's it?
Yes, that's it for the morning. As always, thanks for joining us throughout the last 3 hours, and please join us same time tomorrow. Bye-bye.
All right.